What's good, superstars? Back with another Veve video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
For you?
Yo, no elbows, man. No elbows. That's dangerous. Guys, if you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification so you know whenever we post. If you've been watching us without being subscribed, you're just doing yourself a disfavor. Get some juju. Use it in your everyday life. Doesn't just have to be on Veve. It happens all the time. We get it in the comments. People are getting huge changes in their life. They're getting promotions. They're going to the library, and all the books that they've ever wanted are there. It's crazy. Starbucks, they're getting free drinks. I'm telling you, just hit the subscribe button. Let us know what happens. Also, become a superstar VIP. $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. Get a nice star next to your name. One of these ones you can rank up through the ranks. Promise you there will be added utilities coming to the higher ranks at some point. Also, we will be allowing first dibs on merch. We've got something else in the works coming up soon. Star in the universe at the end of every month. So we got a bunch in the constellation. If you want to have a star named after you, you can be in the VIP. We will advertise for you, and we also post all our buys and sells for our members. So shout out to all the members who have been supporting us this far. Greatly appreciate all of you for your help. Anyways, we got Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. On Twitter, you'll find our Veve profile. Discord. Underrated Discord. We got like over 100 members now. Go check out the Discord in the comments or in the description below. Also, we got a PO box if you want to send us something cool and join the Hall of Fame of Superstars.
Yeah, I know Superstar Audie's watching. Big shout out on Instagram today. Guys, join our Discord. You can reach out to us at any time. We saw some YouTube comments below saying that they want to set up a live chat so we can all talk. But join our Discord because it's another way to reach us during the day. Just another option, another avenue.
Yep. Also, if you want to get in on that McFarlane drop, I think they still got some codes left. There's a bunch of codes here. First one is where you pair your wallet. Second one is where you go buy some physicals, so you get some money for that value. And there's two offers: one for $100, one for $300. Two different promo codes. It helps us out if you want. If not, you don't have to do it. We don't care. Yeah. So I mean, Rob, today not that eventful. I mean, we're still waiting on our first drop in a couple of days coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it is Black Panther 2016 #1. Couple cool covers in here, and now we have the Medium article.
It's 20,000 I think on this drop, right? D rank, Veve rank puts this as a D rank comic. Is it 10,000? Okay, D rank comic because I guess it's a 2016 comic, right? So it's so easy to get because it's a brand new comic. It doesn't have that history behind it. So I mean, if you're a good comic book, if you just like collecting every single comic, then why not? It's a cool cover.
I forget who said it, but someone said they had the Scotty Young as a 9.8, or someone's kid had it. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did get a comic. Yeah, comment on that.
Some of these covers are really clean. Like even this one's got the roots growing in the legs. Like some cool stuff going on there.
They're getting prepped for the new movie drop.
Yeah, I don't know if 10,000 is not that many editions, so we'll see what happens.
Well, it's a D rank. I don't think the D rank 10,000s have done too well, right? If I remember correctly.
I mean, I would assume that based off of how that 5-part series went, they were going under. So I'm assuming that the commons at least will be going under retail. But
yeah,
I won't be going for the drop regardless.
Yeah.
Did you notice this, Rob? Someone pointed it out to us.
Level AB, Superstar Level AB pointed it out.
So guys, if you pay attention, what shape do you see when the flash goes off?
Yeah. Is this coincidence?
I think that's just Veve trying to give us credit without giving us credit for their clarity on the snapshots. I know that there's some people in the comments who might not see it that way, but trust me, I think that this is exactly what they're doing here. They scoured the internet to find a GIF that had a camera with a star.
With a star on it. I mean, there's a lot of. They could have done just a flash of white, but it's a flash of a star. So, again, thanks for the credit, Veve.
The most important part here is that Veve's been listening, and here it is, the proof. Snapshot was completed on schedule. Collectibles will be airdropped Thursday, November 10th. So they told you when the snapshot started. They told you don't sell until we let you know. And here is the tweet letting you know that it is over. As expected, all those collectibles tanked like crazy. I think Chucky went from like $80 to $30. Like that's crazy.
What I find incredible is that the same thing happened with the Dino drop.
Yeah.
But they didn't make any changes because I guess we didn't make a video on it. I don't know.
There's been a little, I think, post from Alex G or something out there where he talks about how the IP is the reasons why they can't be announcing airdrops beforehand. I mean, I don't know how that works if they were to give out like Veve themed stuff, or if you're able to give out like non-IP related things. Maybe they could do that to anybody, but I don't know if that's something they thought about.
This was a perfectly conducted snapshot. They were not able to do a real snapshot. So they said, here's the time. Don't sell. We'll let you know when it's done. And then when it's complete, they said it's completed. Go sell. Like this is how you do it properly.
Exactly.
I don't mind that they have to announce it. They can't surprise it. They can't surprise you as long as they are clear with the instructions so that anyone who plays the game gets the airdrop.
The good thing here too is like people got burned. So if you bought the Chucky set right before, I think it was like $80 for the ultra rare, 20 or 30 for the other one. So you're spending about $100.
Yeah.
And now you can get the whole set for like I think it was like 30 and 10, so like $40. So if that airdrop's not worth at least 60, then that starts to decentivize you from going for it in the future and doing this type of play, where maybe this system will work out because people will be like, you know what, I don't want to go in and lose money. The airdrops are never worth it. Could be something that kind of makes sense over time as people learn the game, right?
I don't think airdrops. I think we're going to find everything in the market finds a way that if you do it, you always seem to be underlisted. So I feel like the airdrops are inevitably going to be at a resale price that's not worth it. But I don't know. The thing is,
people should become more efficient. Like people are going to see, like they're going to go for it 3-4 times. They're going to lose money every time. Why would you go for it again? Exactly. Then it should end up in the people's hands of people who actually want to hold it. Right. Because people actually like the collectibles. Their plan was never to sell them. I think eventually it'll play itself out, but I think it's going to take a couple of them. So
yeah. Okay.
We'll see what happens. Maybe not.
We'll see.
Maybe people are just too degenerate. We've got a Discord party for women by Veve. It's on the Clubhouse stage. It says, meet us at the Discord Clubhouse stage at 1 p.m. So I think this is on the Veve Discord.
Yeah, I think so. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because I think they're using that as well, or they're using it for the OMI talk, I think, as well. Tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. They start promoting the Discord more. That's pretty cool. Because the Veve Discord, I haven't been on it in a while, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, we one of our buddies is a mod over there, I think, putting cheeks.
Yeah.
Comics and crypto, they have 1 day left to win the Harley Quinn number 13, mint number 92. So a 2-digit mint. This is valued over $1,200 in value. There's other prizes, for over $1,200,000 or $1,200 in value. So they go to that link. They've always got fantastic giveaways.
Great giveaway.
Shout out to Comics and Crypto.
Yeah, big shout out.
So here's our little profile here quickly. I went through a bunch of things today, but basically we talked about that. That was the charity auction yesterday. We talked about our credit from
Thanks, Alex.
Veve.
Thanks, Alex.
Veve Life. So go check out Veve Life. His channel is live. This is Henry. We've been talking with Henry for a while on Twitter, and now he was asking a bunch of people. He's like, should I make a channel? Definitely. So go support him. I mean, if you enjoy your Veve content, why not add another creator to your life? He seems to have great takes on Twitter. I hope they translate on YouTube, and it's just going to be fun. I mean, keep the confidence going, and I'm sure that you'll crush it for sure.
Has he made a video yet? I haven't seen it.
He was planning. I think he said the first one was in progress, from what I read.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I'm hoping. I'm excited. I haven't watched much YouTube today, but I'll be looking for it later today.
Okay. All right.
We had a great little podcast on Veve Magic's channel. We have Veve Magic, Silicon Secure, and Chad from NFT Pirates. So whenever they get together, it's always a great talk.
Yeah. I was talking to Chad on Alex's Don't AMA, and we're waiting. It'll be funny if we end up seeing him in Anaheim, considering he lives not too far from us.
We'll meet him there. Yeah, that'd be funny.
We'll meet him on the other side of the continent. So
no, we definitely have to get in touch with Chad one day here soon.
Yeah.
And this is us just giving our support for Veve Life. So shout out to him again. Also, if you guys put your name on that whitelist for our hats today, I started sending out some tweets and some DMs trying to organize the orders. Again, we got to go through all the shipping costs and stuff. We tried to get like a business account, try and get them down a little bit, those costs. So we will be reaching out to you. Obviously, you don't have to go for them if you don't like the shipping costs, because everybody lives all over the place, and we're just going to have the cost that we have. So we will reach out to you with all that. And if you still want to go for it, we'll make sure that it gets done in the near term here. And
then appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody who supports us and purchased one of the hats. I can't wait to start seeing some photos with them when people finally get them in their hands. We've been talking about this for like 2 months now, but we're gonna get them out. We're getting them out. I mean, it's been a busy time for us. Obviously, you got married and stuff since we've done this, so it's been. And I had COVID. There were so many things I couldn't even go near the box. It was a lot of stuff happening. But here's the Alex G quote that we were talking about. Just a matter of clarification. Announcing snapshots, airdrops is a specific legal requirement from certain licensors.
While we love the utility and bonuses for collectors, we see the market activity associated with them and working on different ways to approach. We might not see airdrops for a bit if this is continuing. We don't know. I think it'll sort itself out, like I said, but it looks like they're looking at it a little bit in a negative light right now.
I think they're okay with airdrop. I'm not. I really don't mind if they announce them. I don't mind. Let them announce them. It's a way. It's a tool. An airdrop is a tool that is used to help incentivize or surprise. But when you're trying to surprise somebody, you're just incentivizing them to hold.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with announcing them if they got to announce them. It's just like I said, like if you're gonna just be clear in terms of what it's gonna take to actually get it.
Yeah, exactly, and how long you have to hold it for.
Right.
A shout out to Picasso. He's coming out with another collection, a 90s collection. I know a lot of you are born in the 90s, so I want to give a shout out to our good friend, artist Picasso. So go check out his stuff there. Again, it's an OpenSea collection.
Yeah.
Here's another one, actually. Rob, you posted this one.
Yeah, Superstar Audi reached out to us on Instagram, and he posted this photo, just saying that is being the superstar he is. I don't know if you can read that, Joe, on your end there.
Yeah, it says, my passion as a superstar has propelled me to heights I've never imagined in digital collectible space. So, yeah, I mean, that's an honor for you to even say that, Superstar Audi. And congratulations on getting so many collectibles. I mean, it's a grind. I'm nowhere close to you. I don't know how you got there, but 105 sets. Do you believe it?
That's crazy. That's why. So he's on Instagram now. He's off of Twitter, but don't worry. I took your photo. I took that screenshot. I brought it to Twitter for you and gave you a shout out on the video.
There you go. So one more thing I want to talk about, and then we're going to get into the topic of the video. But Captain Veve, shout out Captain Veve, posted, I don't know if this is Telegram or if it looks like Telegram, but hi, Reese, I hope you're well. Great walkthrough of the OUP. How long do you think it will take to implement all of the utility? I'm hoping by 2024. And Reese responds with, much sooner than that. I would expect all of these features to be live within 12 months. So Hello K says expected and says don't go after Reese with pitchforks if it takes longer because things can pop up and cause delays. Reese says everybody just relax. Now, I'm kind of the opinion that if it isn't done within 12 months, I mean, he didn't have to go out of his way to say that at all. So Reese, if you're watching this, like if it's not within 12 months and people come for you, you can't really expect anything different because you guys have played this game before. You've been through announcing things, giving timelines, and not meeting those expectations. So I think now, despite the fact that maybe things might pop up, I think hopefully you accounted for that when you made that comment.
But to be fair, it wasn't an officially released comment, right? It seems to be someone just screenshotted the chat. But Veve's gonna Veve, right, Joe? Veve's gonna Veve.
I hope that they've learned from their mistakes. I mean, you, as a brand representative, people are gonna take everything you say. Ask Alex G about some peppers. Anything you say or do or type as an employee of Veve ecomi, the fam is gonna fam, right? So, I mean,
now I hope so. I mean, if today's video we're gonna talk a lot about this. If they can deliver on these promises in a timely manner, I think it's gonna start to matter. Like we know things take time, but I like with the competitors knocking on the door, they're going to have bigger budgets than them. They're going to start trying to take some market share away from them because there's only so much money in the space right now to go to these different companies. Yeah, I think that they need to definitely, get that motivation, find a way to get these things complete. But what we've witnessed before is just a lot of timelines that have never been met. But we hope for the best. We know Reese is a straight up guy. If he's saying it, he must believe it. He believes that right now this is the case.
He actually might have the most underrated cover photo too, with the Mona Lisa with his face on it.
Yeah, it's true. Who did that? Who did that?
This is what the big news we were talking about earlier. And we're back. Join us in the Veve official Discord server tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, so 1 o'clock Eastern, for OUP and OMI chat. And I believe that Put In Cheeks will also be in that chat as well.
Yeah.
I asked him, and he responded with a GIF. So we'll Put In be speaking, and he said yes. Yes. So always a good time when Reese and Put In are in the building, and I'm looking forward to that chat.
Yeah, well, I'll try to join it. It's kind of an awkward time for us, but we'll see if we can get it on the background there.
Exactly. So yesterday we did a video, Rob, how all your Veve collectibles will never reach all-time highs. And we got a couple comments as expected, calling us fudders and clickbaiters and all that. But those same people, I'm sure we won't be seeing that comment in our comments tonight. Because our video today is all of your collectibles will be reaching all-time highs. Yeah. And if you don't know already, we like to talk about different sides to thought processes or arguments about Veve, about the marketplace. That's what we do here. Okay, so when you see a title, we're going to be talking about that title because that's something that came up in the community, or there's something people want to know about. So if we put out a title, it's not a FUD title. It's a discussion about that topic.
And it's definitely not clickbait. I mean, you could call something a FUD. We never clickbait. We never ever clickbait. Yeah. But like, that's why today's topic, right? We want to talk about it a little bit more because there's two sides to every coin. We think that Veve we can see all-time highs again. There is a way. There's a path forward. Yesterday, we talked about why you're not going to see those all-time highs ever again because of all the obstacles. But if they overcome the obstacles, which we're going to talk about today, what is the path forward so that they can hit those all-time highs again? So we're going to just start going over it. I mean, I'll just start off with one, Joe. The one that I want to start off with is greed, right? Yeah. I want to start off with just a hype cycle. We know things come in waves. We've seen it in the crypto space. We've seen it in the traditional markets. We've seen it with politics. It's like a pendulum, right? It comes in waves. Everything has its time and moments. And it happened time and time with crypto. You have this massive hype. Everybody's talking about it. Everyone's finding the money to pump their money into that space. It's just the right conditions. We could talk about the macroeconomic conditions. We could just talk about just the general appetite hype. It could be a catalyst, like a new technology hits the market. There's like literally a million different things that might create that spark. But with the new hype cycle, we might see a rush of money coming in all at the same time, all at once. And if that happens, you start getting increased multiples on some of these collectibles. So even though, $1 million over 6 months has a different effect on the price than $1 million in 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. So those multiples could help propel some of the grails for sure, but maybe many of the other collectible items on the app back to new all-time highs.
So someone in the comments actually had a great point yesterday, and I don't remember exactly who it was. So if it was you, I'm sorry. But example, look at this is cryptocurrency market caps from 2010 to September 2022. So we knew that first run in 2017, right? If you remember, we're up here and we came back down, but then you had some more hype which surpassed those all-time highs. So like people thought that the whatever you have here, $700 billion market cap was high. They're like, I'll never reach it again. And then now here we are in the trillions, it looks like, right? So it's definitely something like you mentioned, greed and FOMO and basically coverage on mainstream networks and all that could bring money to a space. And the more bodies and people that come in, the whole thing is outpacing the amount of collectibles that are entering the market. We talked about that yesterday, the amount of things that dilute the market. If you can outpace that by bringing in new people, new money, definitely there is possibilities that we will see new all-time highs. The next one, let's talk about the next one. Speaking of which, we just talked about crypto. What about when we see crypto to gem? Are we going to start to see some money that's been locked up that hasn't been able to enter the space that people are waiting on? Is that going to be able to come in and has it done well? Like maybe now all that crypto money has been crushed by the macro conditions. But if we do see a bull cycle in crypto and NFTs in general, like will that money start to come and flow back into Veve once people figure it out?
I've always been curious because one of the benefits of Veve is the ease of onboarding, the ease of bringing this kind of technology to the masses without them even realizing that there's crypto in the background. But on the flip side of the coin, you have some people that are sitting on a lot of crypto that they want to invest, that they want to use in the NFT space. And they have ways of buying up, or funding their addiction and their speculation a lot differently than the average man. Now, I do believe that you need the average man in order to get this next hype cycle to really blow up. But crypto to gem is just going to make the barrier to entry that much easier. Every barrier you remove, the more likely on that next hype cycle, you're going to be able to achieve new highs. So you want to keep removing barriers for getting money into the app. Crypto to gem is one of them. You then touched upon something else, which is burning, which is the amount of mints in the app, outpacing the amount of mints in the app. You could do that with new people, but you also now have this other side of burning. They talked about burning collectibles, incentivizing burning collectibles. So maybe we have these thousands, you have millions and millions of mints of collectibles, and maybe we'll be able to start burning them for reasons that will outpace not burning them. So incentivizing them in such a way that whatever the benefit you're getting from burning them is going to be better. And then that just helps spread the money a little bit to a little bit less collectibles. I don't know how much incentive we're going to have because they're always going to be doing new drops and adding new things. But eventually, I would think that there's going to be enough incentivization that they can really, really help keep the amount of collectibles being spread around and reduce it, I hope, with the incentives that they can come up with. And we did a whole video on that, by the way. I was going to put that out. If you guys look up burning, we did like many, many reasons why Veve would try to incentivize you to burn.
I think we call it why you will run to go burn your collectibles.
Yeah. My favorite of which, by the way, is just crafting, right? You could just take like 4 different collectibles and burn them and get something else. Anyway, so
I hope that they do that. I hope that they do that. But I mean, if it sounds like what they're doing, and I'm not sure if they're going to be tied together, but the MCP program might have a big deal to do with the burning mechanism. And we do know that is sort of Veve's gamification, where they bring it in through the MCP program, and they kind of make like I guess there might be achievements or something like that. Maybe burn this many collectibles, you get this many MCP points, and then they have MCP raffles. Maybe that's the way that they take a stance.
Yeah.
But you're right, 100%. The more incentives that they give for burning, I think the better it will do for the secondary market. And everybody knows, like, I think the best marketing that will come to Veve will be good performance in the secondary market, because people will go tell their friends, I just made $100 on this collectible. I just did this. And that's what brings people in. Like for us, we came in because of the Disney IP, because we were interested in crypto and in NFTs beforehand. But I think a lot of people, like some of our friends who came in and now are uninterested, came in because it was the profits they were noticing. We were telling them like, oh yeah, I bought this collectible for 60 gems and now it's selling for 3,000, but I can't take my money out. Now imagine you have that same conversation, but you can take your money out. I think that's where you get that exponential growth.
Yeah, and we love Disney, but there are not as many people who may love it as much as we do and be drawn to that kind of investing plus, IP like Disney and Marvel. But they might be interested in licenses to come, right? So we know the team has dropped a lot of hints about Pokemon, for example. Massive user base, massive amount of people that would be interested in owning Pokemon NFTs. So, and like licensed Pokemon NFTs in 3D. We David, you dropped some alpha the other day in the spaces saying that with Pokemon, they're in talks with the company, but maybe the timing's not there, because if Pokemon's going to go NFT, they want maybe a little bit more gamification involved. We don't know what for sure. But those new IPs will also start bringing new money to Pokemon plus more. Yeah. So in the future, if they execute again with their license plan, which they've been doing a very good job, and they continue to grow, that will also help bring new money and help propel collectible prices back to their all-time highs.
I always thought if Pokemon comes, they got to somehow figure out a way to tie this to Pokemon Go, because you have a huge user base over there. And if you can incentivize people to make that jump, it would be to have some kind of benefit in that game where you can buy something here and you get some kind of code or something that unlocks something over there, or somehow they mesh them. I don't know how they do that, but I always thought that's the way you bring Pokemon if you want to do it right. I just think you take over an existing user base would be even more crazy. But the other thing on this list here that we have is thin floors. So like if you go look in the marketplace, you're going to see a lot of listings that don't have many listings. And I think a big portion of that is that people have lost interest. There's a lot of inactive accounts. I think that people list something, they forget about it. I mean, there's a lot less interest right now in the app in general. So because of that, you got a lot more gaps in the floors. So I think that will help to create FOMO, because if whatever turns and people say, oh, you know what, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, it's going to not take too much to get things to jump up to that next level. It might not be the true floor, but at the same time, people's eyes are going to be freaking out like, oh my gosh, I need to get in. This was at $10, now it's at 200. That FOMO really builds up in people. So definitely make sure that you're careful whenever you do see the market turn. I don't know. It could be a false jump. We've seen a couple of those in the recent past, but I do think that the thin floors will help to jumpstart any rebound.
Well, you got to give people a reason to buy up those floors, right?
Yeah.
We just had Metaverse Life on the channel, and we talked about the future Metaverse capabilities, and we talked about utility. We talked about the Metaverse economy. If you give people a reason to need to own these, David, you like to talk a lot about just collecting for the sake of collecting. Let's be honest here. That is not what we need to see the all-time highs again. We need people to buy for a reason, and you have to find a way to get utility involved here. And maybe the metaverse is the way, right? Maybe the metaverse is the way. The metaverse economy, And that eventually leads to different revenue streams. So when people start having a reason to own these for fun or to potentially maybe rent, right? Rentability, it's in their white pages in terms of how you can maybe rent collectibles. If you start getting a revenue stream related to these collectibles, which is possible based on what Veve has said in their white pages of what they want to eventually build, that would lead to the masses trying to buy the same things at the same time. And we should be able to see all-time highs, especially when you actually start getting income from them. Now, we're still a far way out from that. I know Metaverse Life believe that we're still 3 to 5 years out from that. But if it does come, that's some kind of incentive where you might see those thin floors get bought up very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they unlock utility in the metaverse, if they unlock utility even in real world, like if you can rent something to access a movie or a show and it's something that's pre-existing. I always thought that that's the way you should implement utility, is go back and give it to some things that people actually own, because then you're incentivizing collecting and holding, and that's only going to be beneficial for the marketplace. And then if it comes to, like, if you can't get them anymore, then you have to rent. And we do know that they have plans in the white pages for renting, like you've discussed. We talked a little bit about gamification in the MCP program. How about just gamification in general, like actually having access to games or unlocking characters in games, this type of thing, almost kind of like renting. Maybe you need to rent to do that too. Maybe somebody wants to play Fortnite. They get some kind of deal with Fortnite. And in order to use certain character, I don't think Fortnite will be that pair, but I'm just giving an example. Example, if you want to use Wolverine, you take out your Wolverine from Veve, you prove that you own it, and then now you can be Wolverine. Something like that, or in the sandbox or Decentraland, wherever that combination is. I mean, gamification will definitely bring, I think, a lot more hype as well. There's a lot of things to come. That's the one thing we're getting from this topic. There's a lot of things that are expected that should come. There's a lot of hurdles, and there's going to be a lot more dilution as these things are being brought out. So I think it's something that everyone here should keep in mind. I mean, yesterday's video, we talked about how things won't pass all-time highs. Today's video, we're talking about how things could pass all-time highs. I think a lot of it depends on how Veve is able to navigate new competition, navigate the waters here, timelines, keep people interested, because there could be a next project that comes out, and that could be where everybody's eyes shift to if they are able to get IP. Right now, Veve's king. Like we all know Veve's king right now, but I think that people are starting to realize, and hopefully the people in the mass market realize before the rest of these companies are able to catch up.
If Veve can continue to execute like they have been doing, you would think that a year from now they're going to be way ahead. We're going to get a metaverse demo very, very soon. I'm really curious to see how that's going to be. Reese said something once that really stuck with me. He said, we were ahead on the NFTs, and I believe we will also be ahead on the metaverse. So you got to give Veve some credit. They have the whole vertical trying to be built. It's a lot of work, but they're going to have the full, bottom to top control of the NFTs, of the metaverse, of the token behind it. They're building it all on their own ecosystem, kind of like Apple, if you think about it, right? They're having their own ecosystem space that they have full control over, and that maybe will bring security to licensors going forward. I think if Veve could continue to execute like they have been executing, because they've done an amazing job so far getting to where they are, making the money that they've made, becoming what they've become, and building the user base that they currently have right now. We joke around saying how small they are, but I mean, considering what they've done, it's pretty impressive if you think about it. We know that they've made millions, and they've done it all from the scratch. So yeah, we believe that Veve can execute on their promises, on their plans. There's really no reason why, with the things that we just mentioned in today's video, we wouldn't be able to see the all-time highs and beyond. So guys, let us know your thoughts below. So we just gave you a whole list of reasons of why we think we'll see the all-time highs again. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be achievable? Let us know below. Did you think we missed anything in terms of the reasons that we think that it can hit all-time highs again? If you do, let us know below what those reasons are. We love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button. Join the Superstar fam. Hit the bell notification button so you get a video every single day. We're hitting you with a new video. So make sure you hit the bell. You don't know what we're going to hit you with. Yesterday we said it's not going to be all-time highs. Today we said it's going to be all-time highs. Hit that bell notification so you always are up to date. Also, Superstar VIPs, $2.99 a month. Thank you to all our VIP supporters. Get the star beside your name. get access to our spreadsheets. You know, that floor sweeping spreadsheet might be valuable to you soon, depending on the utility that might come. Who knows? Drop spreadsheet, market cap analysis spreadsheet. Get into a draw to potentially win a star in your name. We just recently gave whitelists to the McFarlane drop, right? Because from our live, a couple of VIPs won that. So congratulations to you guys. Thank you guys all. There they are right there. Congrats. So guys, thank you guys all so much for your support to all the superstars. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Love you.